Hello, everyone. This is your host, Freddie K. I'm the second vice president of the International Polka Association and inducted to the Polka Hall of Fame in 2005. Today, we're going to speak to Mr. Ricky Krew, brother of Tony Krew, who is being inducted into the Polka Hall of Fame this year. Ricky, how you doing?
I'm good, Fred. Good to see you. I wish we were together, not over a computer.
I know. But we want to give some people the insights on Tony's musical career. And there's a couple of questions I'd like to just go over with you with him. And I was just wondering, I know the band started probably back in the 60s, right?
Actually, late 50s. Late 50s, I would say 57, 58, because they were on the Ted Mack show in 61. So they had already been performing as a trio. Gary was, I think, 10 or 11. Tony was 17, 18 years old. So it started late 50s, Fred.
Wow. And then, when they first started, when Tony first started, you guys played everything, obviously. You played all different types of music.
Yep.
When did Tony and the rest of you decide to go into playing polkas?
It was probably mid-60s. Before that, they used to, when they started out, Fred, it was Tony, Donnie, Gary, and they used to play at a place here, the Town Casino, which was a little amusement park. And Johnny Ray played there. A lot of the big ones played there. And Gary used to do an Elvis show. He was only 6 years old. The girls would want to kiss him and give him $1, and he wouldn't even take the dollar. Times have changed.
That's for sure.
So probably back, I would say mid-60s when they went to the polka music, when Dennis and Al joined the group. They went more towards the polkas, and they recorded, I would say late 60s. It was late 60s with Dick Pillar on Steljo. The Lively Polka Session was the first album.
Right.
And then they recorded 2 others with him, mixed it up, and I'll think of the other one. The last one was with Wham back in 73, I believe it was. Yes, We Are All Brothers.
Did anybody in the family beside brothers play an instrument? Any other cousins or uncles or?
We had a cousin who played drums in a country band. Another cousin played accordion with a local polka band. There's probably just 2 or 3. Our dad played. He played accordion.
Oh, okay.
So that's where the start came. Ma and Pa, especially in the early days, towed the 3 of them around because they weren't really old enough to play in these saloons and gin mills back then.
Right.
So they towed them around, and our mom made all the outfits, all our outfits, when it was a 3-piece band, of course, when they were younger. But Dad played the accordion. That's where the push came from.
Okay. Yeah, because I remember seeing you guys when you were all together playing down in New Jersey at Planiers in Dover.
Oh, yeah.
What was Tony's, and you guys too, all together, I'm sure, favorite place to play or a favorite area to play at?
That's a tough question, Fred. Every place was special. You know what I mean? No matter where you were playing in Pennsylvania or Ohio or Jersey or Mass, the people, and I don't have to tell you, the Polish community and the people who follow polka music, they're just a fun bunch of people. And can I say that there's one favorite place? I really can't. One that has probably the most memory for me is Dick Pillar's Polka-bration.
Okay.
We did it for several years, and the setting was just nice. Back then, I think I was 14, 15, 16, 17. We were playing that circuit every year. And I just got some fond memories of that place. And I do want to go back. I was going to go back this year, but of course the virus put a stop to that. But hopefully next year I'm going to.
Yeah, we're all hoping next year it all comes back. Now, what was some of the songs? I know Tony, he did a lot of the announcing off the band and a lot of the vocals. what were some of Tony's favorite songs? I mean, you would probably know which songs he liked more than other songs to do.
Uh, he liked Connecticut Twins. He liked that style of music, ample airs.
Right.
So anything in that genre. And then when Eddie was playing, you know, that style took off, and we kind of followed that style of music. But he liked a lot of the old timers, that the pioneers, shall we say,
Oh yeah, yeah.
of music, you know, and that's where it started.
I know you guys had your own sound. I mean, you really developed a sound that made you stand out from some of the other bands at the time. Did Tony, like you said, Tony, I guess he admired the Ampliers and Connecticut Twins. Did he have any particular, everybody has a polka hero, as they say. Is there any polka hero, you know, that Tony really liked? I mean, who's the guy out there that was his favorite, you think?
Well, as far as I would know, I would say it would be Eddie, Lenny, you know, as to the groups. Back then, he liked the Paula Brothers.
Yep,
Uh,
good band.
Yep, he liked that Paula Brothers, the Connecticut Twins kind of stuff. I can't say that he had a favorite, you know,
Right.
because we did play a lot of different of those artists, you know.
Right.
So he tried to cover a lot of bases. So I don't know if he really had a favorite.
Yeah, well, you know, there was so many bands out at the time when we were all playing.
Oh yeah,
And of course, there were so many good bands, and we probably appreciated all of them. And they all lent us something that
absolutely,
we took and we ran with, you know, at the time. Of
absolutely.
course, I mean, the big guys, you know, you know, Eddie and, you know, Lenny and, of course, the Ampliers, they were around for many, many years.
Yeah,
They probably affected a lot of bands
they sure did.
as far as the style.
Absolutely. Uh, you know, now I see. You just look at the kids today. The
Bob time?
box on. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
I drew a blank there. Box on. I mean, these young kids, and they learned from watching Polka Family, Lenny, TBC. You know, all these groups, and they combine it, and there's energy there. And I wish we saw more of that. The younger kids playing. That's not the way it is today. Years ago, the news was the
right. Oh, yeah,
there.
sure.
And you know, I play with Tommy now and then, and you know, he's pushing 50. You know,
Right, right.
so box on is the youngsters right now, and by the way, I mean they really do a bang up job. There's no doubt.
Oh, excellent, excellent job. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of, we've all had band experiences, as they say,
Oh,
over the years, and I'm sure there's probably you know, I call it like a wacky moment in the travels of the band. Is there anything that you
oh,
can relate back to you and Tony and all the brothers
well,
that stays in your mind?
you know, there's one thing I always remember. Now there's 6 of us traveling, and we always rented a station wagon,
Right,
and we had a friend of ours that had it was like a 4x8 or 5x8 trailer. So instead of renting one, he let us always use it when we went
right,
on the road. And it was, I would say 8 out of 10 times, the trailer would break down. You know, one time the wheel passed us. You know, we're always on the side of the road, something along the way. There's so many, Fred. You
oh yeah.
business, and there's a lot of them that we can't talk about.
All right. We all know that. We all know that. I mean, I know Tony. He did a lot of great vocals over the years, and so many stand out. And he was a sweetheart of a guy. I mean, he was always laid back, easygoing type of guy, and he had a wonderful, wonderful career, and all you guys together, the brothers. I mean, it was just a wonderful time with everybody.
Tony really held it together, Freddie. I mean, he was the eldest brother. He was the leader of the band. He was when it came to arrangements and stuff. Gary and Dennis, they had a big part in that. but Tony was the nucleus of the whole situation, and he made sure your shoes were shined and your
Yeah.
hair was combed and you were on time, and he just made the thing work, and he didn't gripe doing it either. And I remember growing up, we in our house. Now there's six of us, and everybody had to practice every day, man. And he would come on, "Did you practice?" And if you even thought about it for a second, he know you didn't, and you had to go practice for an hour. And there was one in the kitchen, one in the bedroom, one in the bathroom. You got your turn in the bathroom once a week to practice, but he kept it all together. I tip my hat to him. The man worked two jobs. He took my brother Dennis. He drove him every week down to downtown Buffalo to a teacher that Dennis really wanted to study with. And the list goes on. I mean, our mom died when she was 46. I was 6 years old, and our dad worked two jobs. So Tony was the eldest, and he took the reins, and he kept it all together. And he's certainly missed by all the brothers and fellow musicians as well. He played.
Sure.
He played right up until the time he couldn't anymore, and that was a brief illness. But he would play every Tuesday. Excuse me. Every Tuesday he would go to the local McDonald's, 10 o'clock every Tuesday morning, and play for the seniors for an hour. And he would pack the place. The seniors would come in and get their discount coffee and what have you, and their egg McMuffin, and he would play accordion for an hour every Tuesday. Did it for probably 15 years.
Yeah, I remember seeing the last time I saw Tony was at the IPA festival up in Buffalo,
Right.
and he played with Dave Gavronsky. I think they did the polka mass the one time up there a couple of years back, and it was the last time I seen him. But I know that you guys traveled when you guys were out there full time. I mean, really kicking it over there. How many states did you guys travel to?
Oh my goodness. Well, we played Connecticut, Mass, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Illinois. I know a few of the brothers, they went on an excursion. Not all of us went. They played in Hawaii.
Right.
A polka thing out in Hawaii. Phoenix, Arizona, they played. They played several, man, throughout the years.
Right.
We're really swinging.
Yeah, it's a lot of good memories. A lot of good memories.
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
think the last time I played with you guys on the same stage was up in Cheektowaga. They would have a festival up there, and they had the Krew Brother reunion at the time.
Yes.
And we were playing up there, and we played right after you on stage, and it was a wonderful time and great memories. And Tony was a great guy, and the whole band was amazing. I mean, really, it's polka nostalgia, as they say, and that's what a lot of us are now is polka nostalgia as we're aging over here. But I mean, Tony, a great guy, and well deserved that he's being inducted this year, and I'm sure he's going to be looking down on all of us, and we're going to be looking up at him and really appreciating all the things that he's done over the years.
He certainly has contributed to the I won't say polka field just that, but the music field overall. He just loved it. He played even in the later years. He would play the nursing homes and things like that. He played a couple of times in the senior centers, and he just enjoyed it.
Right. It's great memories, and again, it's well deserved that he's being inducted. And Rick, we appreciate you coming on and giving us some insight to Tony and all the great things that he pursued over the years and accomplished. Again, we wish you well, and we wish the family well. We're going to give our praise to Tony, and once again, thank you so much for coming on with us.
I'd like to thank the IPA for the opportunity and for Tony's induction to the Hall of Fame. Thanks, guys.
Pleasure. Take care now.
You too, Freddie. Have a good night.
Bye.